gentlemen, here we go, DBLs. DBL Knicks, here we go.
Here we go.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only, the indelible one, DBL Knicks in the house. And we're waiting for DBL Moms. Here she goes, DBL Moms.
Hey!
There she goes. She had to get the ice espresso for the Coachmeister. General. The Coachmeister General. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do what this gentleman asks, please.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're not following us on the Twitter, the X.com, ladies and gentlemen, the X.com, go ahead and follow us at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And also, if you're not following us on Twitter, go ahead and follow us on Twitter.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is a show, so of course, it's not financial or stock advice. It's merely a show. We're not stock or financial professionals. We're here to entertain y'all. It's just a show. Exactly. That's what it is. All right. If you'd like to join us in our Discord when we go live after this episode here, we're gonna be live streaming right now on social media, but we're certainly going to be continuing in our own Discord. You could go ahead and join us. We have a special where you could try the Discord for 5 days at $1. 5 days at $1. The link's in the description, and it's also in the pinned comment, right, Doubles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you have it, ladies and gents. All right, let's get right into it. So Peggy, we did a video on Peggy, and we called it in our Discord over the weekend,
Yes, sir.
and it went up 79%. On news, 79%, 82%. DBL Moms, always the stickler for accuracy, tells me it was 82%. And of course, earlier this morning we had STSS running parabolic, and of course we called it before it ran. Of course we did STSS. Let's go take a look at it, and you can see that it blew past the supply zone right here, which now has become support. So let's go get the graffiti pencil out and create some support for it, because it needs support. Okay, and now that is the new demand zone right there. The new demand zone right there. And the new supply zone is up high. So let's go ahead and get the demand zone set up here. Right over here, the demand zone. Yeah, right there. And you can see that if we zoom in, zoom on the 5 minute, it's forming potentially a descending wedge. So let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out and do that right there. So we could go maybe over here. Right there.
Yeah.
And maybe right there, Doubles. Right there, a little descending wedge action, maybe, or, which would be a bull reversal, bull hockey. Bull reversal. So we're going to keep an eye on USTSS. Okay? And of course, let's go to POAI. POAI also ran this morning on news. It had news. POAI had news. And the news was Predictive Oncology announces positive results from ovarian cancer study with UPMC Magee Women's Hospital to be presented at the 2024 American Society of Clinical Oncology. And currently it's up 42%, but it was up as high as, I think, close to 70%, no? DBL Moms? Yeah, something like that. 74% to be exact. And it's a low floater at about 3 million, almost 4 million shares, and the volume is 15 million. But you could see it took a little bit of a turn around the corner, so it's not particularly schmexy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what have you done for me lately, POAI? Later for you. Yeah, if you don't want to do a little curly-whirly, why are we even talking about you? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we need to see you do some curly-whirly. Let's go to Peggy. Peggy Sue. No, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue had news. Peggy Sue had news over the weekend. Their stock surged after securing a New York solar project. They're a heavier floated stock at 62 million, but the stock is only trading at 32 cents, so it's a little cheapy weepy. And the volume is about 77 million, and right now it's up almost 78%. And it's curling. Now, of course, it's a sub-dollar stock, so it's going to be kind of on the choppy side. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, right there. And if I get my graffiti pencil out, I can draw a little bit of a trend line. Little trend line. And if I want to get really schmancy, that's kind of like schmexy, but schmancy.
It's between smart and fancy.
Ah, fancy. We can do something like that, maybe. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Look.
Cool.
Don't that look nice? That there looks like a flat top breakout.
Yeah.
Lordy. But the only problem is there's a lot of top tails. We don't like top tails.
We like the
Bottom tails. We want bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom tails. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like on the 1 minute. The 1 minute chart. Let's zoom in. Zoom. Okay, so my concerns over here are that we could have a head and shoulders situation. So we could say that this could potentially be a shoulder. This could be a head.
And a shoulder.
And then this one over here would be the other shoulder. So the head over here, and then the two shoulders. Okay, maybe. But maybe it's also a breakout, so it's not clear as to exactly what it is. And some key levels that we want to make sure that we have drawn would be somewhere like right over here. Yeah. Right here at 50 cents-ish. 50 cents would be a key level. But again, this is my concern. Head, two shoulders, potential pullback, and if that happens, we could see it go down towards VWAP. JAG-X pumping on the scanner. And it was a little bit of a pump and a lot of dump. No, not Shamexy. I feel dirty. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to STSS. Got that descending wedge coming off of the demand zone. Let's get the graffiti pencil out and delineate what we got here.
Yeah.
Right there would be demand. Yeah. And right over there would be possibly the supply. Yeah, the supply zone. Yeah, that's the ticket. And it's curling on up. Off of a descending wedge. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And you know what we'll do? We'll get rid of the previous demand zone because it blew right past the supply zone. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Here we go. Let's go over here. Let's go over there. Let's do this. Boom. Chakalaka. Boom. Chakalaka. And now we can zoom in a little bit more, and you can see that it is making its way above VWAP. That's the purple line, and it's moving north. And we like when it moves north. North, I tell you. Currently up 234%, 72 cents. The float is 13 million. A little bit on the thick side, but it's under $1, so we can forgive you for that. You could be THICC. Why not? Volume, 74 million. So not a heck of a lot of volume. But again, we'll be keeping an eye on you, STSS. We're going to keep an eye on you. We're going to watch you. We're going to watch you closely. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Watch you real close. Yeah. Here's another ticker that moved earlier in the morning, but then it kind of sold off. TKLF. And we can see that it is in that demand zone. We'll get the graffiti pencil out to extend the demand zone a little bit. Boom, right there. Come on, do it. Do it for me. Do it. Come on. You're being temperamental, eh? Okay, doesn't want to do it. Okay, no problem. Don't do it. What do you want me to tell you? Don't do it. Wow, doesn't want to do it. Okay, no problem. Don't do it. We'll go to another ticker. Wow, temperamental. POAI. And we could see that it clearly has a shoulder here, a head here, and another shoulder, head and shoulders, so it could continue to keep pulling downward. The 200 EMA is right there. That's a key level of support at 210. We'd want to see it hold 210, but quite honestly, it's pulling back so much. It's not really appetizing. No, not appetizing. How about ARCT? Let's take a look at it. It's on the higher side, and it's kind of like not with a lot of volume, so no. No, 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 no. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look at Peggy again. I want to see. Actually, OPTT was moving earlier. Let's take a look at that. That's another sub-dollar stock. And it had some news, but looks kind of bearish at this point. Looks like it has two tops there. You going to draw for me? Let's see. Boom. Yeah, you did draw. Okay, good. All right. So we've got potentially two tops. Now, theoretically, you could say that there's the potential of a bull pennant forming here. So we could say something along those lines and something along these lines. So it's not totally clear that it's a prevailing double top. But I wouldn't be feeling totally comfortable trading this because right now it's not clear what it's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, not clear what it's doing. So, because it's not clear what it's doing, we will keep on searching on the Serengeti for the next stonk. Let's take a look at CRKN. Big runner several weeks ago. CRKN curling up to VWAP. Here's some key levels for it. But again, forming a double top right underneath VWAP. So that's not particularly schmexy at the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute.
5 minute.
The 5 minute chart. Let's take a look at it. Let's zoom in. Zoom. And again, it's having difficulty breaking through this level of resistance. And obviously, it's trying to make its way above VWAP, but not particularly having a lot of success at this point. So,
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately?
Yes, sir.
Let me take a look at JAGX one more time, see if it recovered from that collapse. Let's clean it up a little. Let's get rid of some of the old drawings. There we go. Boom. Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at this. Whoo. Not a lot of. Looks like a dead cat bounce, kind of, sort of. Maybe. Meh. I don't think so. Nah. Let's go back to POAI. And again, the news on POAI was that the Predictive Oncology announced positive results from ovarian cancer study. And currently it's up only 44%. It kind of turned a corner. It shot up. It was choppy. You can see there's a lot of top tails. We don't like the top tails, ladies and gentlemen. We're all about the bottom tails. And if you're having fun and you're enjoying this show, sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharing is caring.
You don't have to, but if you did, that would be so nice and kind.
Swell.
That would be swell. Okay, so here's the Dilio. DBL. Here's the Dilio. The Dilio is maybe we can have a little bit of a descending wedge over here. Maybe. Could it be? Could we get a descending wedge? Can I have a witness? Ladies and gentlemen? Yes? No? Maybe? It would have to obviously get past VWAP, which is right over here at $2.43. $2.43. Come on, graffiti pencil. Activated. Boom. All right. So we need that to happen. I mean, it sold off pretty hard. It had decent news, but it sold off pretty hard. It's not a very large floated stock. It's only 3.9 million float, but it's certainly very choppy. Very, very choppy. So we'll keep an eye on you. Side chart. But you're not really being particularly schmexy at this moment. So, yeah, we're just going to keep on trucking. Let's try something else. Let's see. I'm looking for a low float. Can I have a low float? Can I have a witness? Let's go up a little right there. How about NUKK? NUKK, low float. Low volume, but low float. Any news on that? No news. Volume's only 1.2 million. It's up 12%, and it's around that $1 mark. And we could see that it is very much barcoding, which indicates that there's not a lot of liquidity on it, and that the liquidity is coming from the market makers, and it's below VWAP. So, not schmexy. Not schmexy. Let's go back to Peggy Sue. Peggy, what's up, Peggy? Peggy had a high of 82%. 82%. And we had a lot of those top tails.
We don't like top tails.
Yeah, and we had what we thought would be a head with two shoulders, and we got that flusheroo. But look, it's respecting the 9 EMA at 29 cents right there. 29, almost 30 cents. And we got a bottom tail green.
Bottom tail.
A bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe we get the flat top breakout. I don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's ready yet, and it's certainly overbought at this point right here. But we will check on it later. Doubles.
Yeah.
We're going to put Peggy Sue on a side chart.
Side chart.
Peggy has been good to us. So, we will check you out later, Peggy. Peggy, you are a shamexy little one. A shamexy one. Let's go to G-Wave. G-Wave was another one that people were chatting about. G-Wave.
G-Wave.
And right now, it's not really doing much. It's below VWAP. It's barcoding. It needs volume. It needs volume, I tell you. WLDS on the scanner. Let's see if there's anything going on. WLDS is currently up 5%. It's a 39-cent stock. It had some news. Wearable device, XR team report the Mudra neural technology to power future XR devices. I don't know what that means. Okay, floats 12 million, volume's only 100,000. 100,000. So you know what we do? We'll put a little alert here, a little ringy dingy. And if you ringy ding, we'll come back and talk to you. Otherwise, not schmexy. No, not. But I tell you what is schmexy. STSS is curling. Curling off that descending wedge. Curl. Approaching the descendant. It's approaching the supply zone. And it absolutely validated our descending wedge. And the bouncing off the demand zone. The demand zone, I tell you. Yeah. The demand zone. STSS up 240%. It had a high earlier of 291%, ladies and gentlemen. 291%. There's 81 million shares, and the float's 13 million, and it is moving towards the supply zone. Dun, dun, dun! The supply zone, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it is forming upper tails. And I'm kind of against upper tails. I don't like upper tails, ladies and gentlemen. I prefer the bottom tail. That's what I prefer. But I'm going to get my graffiti pencil out, and I'm going to create some more graffiti on my chart. Okay, so I can go over here, and I can go over here, and I can say, okay, I completed a little bit more of the supply zone. And I can go over here, and I can go over here, and I can complete my demand zone right there. Okay, so demand zone acts as support. Supply zone is an area of resistance, and when we zoom in, we could see that we had that descending wedge. The price action had a challenge breaking through VWAP. It did break through VWAP. We got a nice juicy candle green over here, but the next one on the volume is red, and it's currently not overbought, so we're going to keep an eye on it. But 3 top tails would suggest a downward trajectory from here. Hopefully, it's just a pullback. Let's say we want it to stay above here, let's say. Let me go ahead and do this. We want it to stay above over here. Let's change the graffiti pencil. Boom, boom. Right around here. That's what we want to see. We want to see it stay above there. Like a little bit of a pullback and then continue to momentum upward. That would be nice, Doubles. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
That would be nice. Okay, so STSS, we will keep an eye on you. POAI is still consolidating. POAI is still consolidating. Leading gainer today is absolutely STSS. STSS is the leading gainer. It's the leading gainer, right? Can you grab that up right there? Pull that up. Thank you. Yep. Up at around 236, 240. Next stock is an expensive one. It's an expensive one at $50, but it's up 127%, and it was actually up almost 200% on news. Another biotech. So we'll just take a look at it, but it's an expensive stock. INSM, and you can see it's not moving terribly much. It's an expensive stock with a massive float of 142 million shares. Yep. And they had a late stage win for lung disease therapy. Yeah. And it's trading at around $50, and you could see that it hit a high of $64, and it started out at $21.92. So, not particularly schmexy. I'm just not feeling it, Doubles. No. Let's go back to STSS. STSS, and I think STSS actually started running on Friday, just before a long weekend. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. and we can
Happy
see.
Memorial Day.
Yep. Happy Memorial Day. And it looks like it's pulling back, as we said, and it's keeping itself above this line. And we can see that the 9 EMA is starting to pass or approach that line. So I'd like to see the 9 EMA go above it, which would give me an indication that maybe, just maybe, this is a pullback that's going to start going further up. But again, we want to make sure that it stays higher than, let's say, 70 cents. 70 cents. That's what I'm thinking. SWIN, popping on the scanner. SWIN, let's see what's going on with it. Not schmexy at all. Not even a little schmexy. I don't care if it's coming up like that. It looks merely like a dead cat bounce and not schmexy. So, nah. Let's go back to POAI. POAI is consolidating. We need to start seeing it curl. We want to see it break this 230 mark right there, break the 230 mark and start to approach VWAP. That would make me feel a lot better. Right, DB Alarms?
Right.
Yeah. Peggy.
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 Hey. Hey, yo, Peggy. Hey, yo. What's
Peggy.
going on with Peggy? And again, we had that triple top and the sell-off, and it's still selling off. It's holding VWAP right around here. That's a critical area. We want to see it stay above VWAP. Otherwise, what have you done for me lately? We got to look at GameStop. GameStop had news last week, and it went parabolic in after hours. And let's see, it went up. It was above the trend line for a while, and now it's below the trend line. And now it looks like it's forming a bearish pattern. Maybe a double top right here on the 5 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute. Looking at the 1 minute, so maybe a double top here, right over here.
Yeah.
That would be bearish. We don't like bearish patterns
like
at all.
bullish patterns.
We like the bullish patterns. We like the bottom tails, ladies and
Bottom
gentlemen.
tails.
And a double bottom is very schmexy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree. So we're going to put our little trend line over here so we can see where exactly it is. And you can see that it's clearly below the trend line. And right now it is actually below the VWAP. So we need to see it turn. It needs to turn, ladies and gentlemen. So right now at this juncture, not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
I bestow upon you the not schmexy crown. There you go. Yeah. OBLG. OBLG was moving earlier. Let's take a look at it. We're going to find something. We're on that Serengeti. I'm just saying. I'm going to get my graffiti pencil out and complete my demand and my supply zone. The demand and supply zone, ladies and gentlemen. So right over here would be the demand zone. The supply zone. Boom, right there. Right around there. And this is a sub-dollar stock. Seems to be the flavor of the past 2 weeks. Sub-dollar parabolic runs, sub-dollar parabolic runs, and you can see that the price action is just above the demand zone, but it is below VWAP, so it's telling me that it needs volume. Doubles.
Yes.
Needs volume. So, not
What?
schmexy at this point. Not schmexy. Let's go take a look and see what STSS is doing. Did it pull back and start moving up, or is it just pulling back? What's it doing? And it's still respecting the support area that we have over here at around 70 cents. So we're going to wait and see if we get a curl. A curl upward. We want to see a curl, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're trying to find. We want some curlage. Curlage, baby. Yeah. All right, we're still looking. What else can we take a look at? I want something really like juicy, like a juicy one. How about well, let's go take a look at CRKN. It ran a while. Let's take a look at it. It's approaching VWAP. You could see there are levels of resistance, obviously, at VWAP, which is roughly just below 13 cents. Then we have a resistance level at 1366, resistance level at 1520, and of course the high of the day, 1536. And it is curling on low volume. It is currently up 25%. It's a 51 million float, and there's only 65 million volume. The volume is low. Ladies and gentlemen, the volume is low. Okay, we're still on the Serengeti. We're still hunting. Let's take a look at, how about AGIO? AGIO, another stock that hit the scanner. This gives me the impression that there's like a merger or a buyout. It's a higher price stock, not attractive at all. I'm not feeling you, AGIO. No, 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 no. Negatorious. Negatorious, ladies and gentlemen. Negatorious. Let's take a look at CHSN, also on the scanner. No volume, not schmexy. Uh-oh, POAI moving. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coiling. It broke that resistance area of 229, and it's moving towards VWAP. Can you give me a little volume? Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump it up. It's still not that schmexy, I got to tell you. It's still not that schmexy, but it has good news. It has good news. It's $2.34. It's up 49%. The float's 3.9 mil. The volume is, respectable at 16 million. I'd like to see more volume. I always want to see more volume. And of course, they have that oncology situation, ovarian cancer situation. That's that. They had a positive study, blah blah blah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So but here's the thing. They filed a shelf registration a couple of days before, so they are a dilution risk. And they've done that in the past. So that might be making people feel a little particularly mishy-mashy about it. Mishy-mashy. So, yeah, POAI, what's up with the registration there? Yeah, Yeah. You're going to flush on us or what? Nah, not schmexy. Not schmexy. Not feeling you so much. No. STSS. Okay. It is still respecting the support area that we have here, and it's kind of sort of forming a potential pennant, but it also looks like it might just curl over and go down to VWAP. So I'm not feeling you right now. I don't think you're ready. Doubles, I don't think STSS is ready. I don't think so. I'm going to go with I don't think so. DBO moms, I don't think so. No. So that's not schmexy. That's not schmexy. Peggy did a nice little run. They had news late on Friday, and they came out of the box and went up a nice amount, 84%, right, DBL moms? 82%. 82%. But of course, it formed that triple top on the 1 minute, and it also, I think it's also triple top on the 5 minute as well. Let's take a look at the 5 minute chart. Yeah, you can see that. A lot of top tails. We don't like top tails, ladies and gentlemen.
Bottom tail.
We want some bottom tail. We want some volume, man.
Bottom tail.
Yeah, it gets boring when there's no volume. DBL moms, you know my attention span.
Yeah.
It's not good when the volume's low. It's just it's just not schmexy. I need volume. I need volume, ladies and gentlemen. LIDAR, LIDR moved this morning. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on with it. Let's zoom in. Let's do a little zoom. And it needs volume. This is another one that needs volume. So right now, not particularly. I'm just saying, not schmexy at all.
Jason Temo says, good morning. Let's have the schmexiest week ever. Thanks
Yes.
for great content.
Yes, absolutely, my brother. Yes, let's have some schmexiness extraordinaire. Let's get some runners, man. I'm putting an order in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting an order on the Serengeti for a stonk that we can ensnarl. Row.
Oh.
We need a stonk that we can basically, like that. You know what I mean? Let's go back to STSS. I mean, it's the leading runner. STSS is the leading runner. It just doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. In fact, right now it's starting to look like maybe it's getting bearish. You know what I mean? Like it had its little run off of the descending wedge, and now it's looking a little bearish. It looks a little bearish. It's maybe an irregular double top, a top here, and this top over here. Maybe doubles. Maybe that's concerning me. It's starting to fail at that support area. So again, not schmexy. Needs to hold at least VWAP. Come on, can you give me a little VWAP, or are you going to go back all the way down to the demand zone? Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're doing? You're not schmexy. You're not schmexy. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? POAI. With its shelf registration, not schmexy, because I don't like shelf registrations. I just don't. I don't. It causes dilution. Don't like it. Don't like it. I tell you. I don't like it at all.
Jagex just provided positive results, not P3 yet, but
JagX.
Polymer is proving to work according to Chrysanthemum.
Okay, let's go see what JagX is doing. Let's go take a look at it.
Raymond
JagX.
says good morning.
Good morning, Raymond. Good morning. Thank you so much. I hope you have a very greenable day. Everyone, Indelibles, I hope you all have a very greenable day. And if you don't mind sharing the stream, that would be fantastic.
Share.
Because sharing is caring. Share. Subliminal stuff, right, Doubles?
Yeah.
Share. Hey, we're going to take a look at JagX. Share the stream.
Nah.
Yeah. All right, so we have some news on JagX, but it's not really moving because it too has very low volume. It seems like all the stonks have low volume today. How about SYRA? Let's take a look at SYRA. SYRA. I tell you, it's like rough when you're on the Serengeti and there's no volume. You know? Oh my God, look at this. This looks horrendous. Yuck. No. Ladies and gentlemen, no. I say no. No. How about OPTT? Let's take a look at different tickers. See if we get something else out of here. All right, so this was a zone of decision, but the prevailing winds were a double top, and it's going downward, as we would suspect. Yuck. Mullins on the house. Let's see. MULN popping up on the scanner. Mullen announces development of zero-emission, all-electric, power-up, mobile EV charging truck. Mullen. And it coiled, and it's currently up only 5%. The float's 6 million, and there's practically no volume on it. 64,000 shares. 64,000 shares. Meh. CRKN. Let's take a look at CRKN again. It seems to be moving up somewhat. Testing and playing with VWAP. Up 26%. No news. 13 cents. 13 cents, of course, it's going to be a risky little fella. A risky little stonk. But we'll come back and check you out and see what's going on. Let's see.
Raymond asked about STSS.
STSS. Let's go back to the videotape. STSS. And as you can see, it is forming a bearish pattern right here, right over here. It had the descending wedge. It shot up, as it should have, off of the descending wedge. But now it seems to be pulling back, and it looks like we might have what we would say is a double top over here. So it would be an irregular double top here, and an irregular double top over here. And it could potentially be pulling back. Now, this area right here is the demand zone. So let's go ahead and fill it up a little bit. Let's get a graffiti pencil out. And this would be a support area, generally speaking. And we could see that it actually did bounce off of the support area, off of the descending wedge. And resistance would certainly be right over here at this area right here. And I don't think STS has any news. Earnings. Let's see. Earnings on the 15th. They missed their earnings on the 15th. No particular news. It just went parabolic today. It went up 291% earlier. It just hit that heck of a flush right there. And it has a bottom tail, but see, stuff like that scares me. Whenever I see a big flush like that and then a recovery, it makes it very difficult to trade. So it's not particularly schmexy when you do that. I don't care that you gave me a bottom tail. First of all, you know that red's not my color. My color is green. If you want to give me a bottom tail STSS, it needs to be a green one. And a nice one, not where you just do a big flush and scare everybody. This is not a roller coaster. This is the stonks in the Serengeti. You want me to keep yelling at you, STSS? Keep doing what you're doing, okay? All right? And you'll be punished, and you won't be able to go out with your other friends, the other stonks. And you won't have reindeer games either. Yeah. No, none of that. Okay, don't do that again. All right, so it looks, as I said, it looks very much double top-ish, which would be bearish. We had our descending wedge over here, but what have you done for me lately? Let's get rid of that descending wedge. I say we get rid of the descending wedge now because it did what it did, and it had the descending wedge, and that was nice. It was schmexy. But, okay, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Right now, what you're giving me is a double top. Let's see what you look like on the 1 minute. The 1 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute chart, and you can see not particularly schmexy. It's rolling over. And if we look at the RSI, we could see that there's a lot of red candles, and it's going towards the oversold area, which makes sense because we have our demand zone over here. The demand zone. In fact, we're going to mark it as a demand zone. Let's go ahead and mark it. We're going to label you. Label you. Come on. Why are you not coming out? There you go. Demand zone. The demand zone. Boom. Right there. Okay. So this is my concerns. My concerns are it's rolling over on the 1 minute and it could start really coming down, and it already toyed with that by having this massive instantaneous drop. So this particular stonk is scaring me. You're scaring me. So let's go back to POAI, which also has a shelf registration, so that scares me as well. So right now, I'm not really loving the top stocks at this point. Yeah, I'm not loving them. Doubles, I'm not in love with them. I'm not going to give them a love letter. No love letters, no. Yes, you are going towards the VWAP, that's good, but you have practically no volume. So not schmexy POAI. And the thing is, POAI had some decent news, but they got that shelf registration. So that kind of, that shelf registration kind of creates a chill. Let's go to GME. GME, let's go take a look at GME.
GME.
And GME, in fact, is trying to get above the trend line that we have over here. So let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil switched. Boom, boom. And it's trying to stay above the trend line. Now, this one's not particularly schmexy to me because of the price. It's over $24. I mean, I could find something that's a little bit better than that, no? But it definitely has a triple top formation here. So we got a top over here, a top over there, a top over there. That's what it's doing on the 5 minute. And it doesn't have a lot of volume, as you can see. The volume candles are very small. And let's go to the 1 minute. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see on the 1 minute, it also has a triple top. So, again, bearish.
Bearish.
It needs volume. It needs doubles. It needs volume. Needs volume. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the expensive stock that had some news. INSM. And you can see it's hovering over the 20 EMA right over there. So we can zoom right into it. 20 EMA, and it is not moving a lot because it is a thick stock. It has 142 million shares. That's a lot of shares, doubles. That's a lot of shares. Okay, it is currently up 129%, but it was up almost 200%, so it lost about 60 or 70% of its percentage gain. That's a lot, and it's kind of expensive. So I'm not really loving it in particularly. I'm not. And here's what's concerning me about STSS. One more time, we're going to take a look at it. And it looks even more bearish at this point. It needs to break this level right here at around 70 cents and start moving north for me to feel comfortable. Okay? It hasn't fully bounced off of the demand zone. It gave us that bottom tail red, which was a sudden drop and then a recovery. That sudden drop gave me a palpitation. It gave me a palpitation, doubles. Yeah, it gave me the old palpitation. Okay, so we need to see it break this level over here. So you know what? I'm going to put a little ringy-dingy right here. It's 9:08 Eastern Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put an alert over here. And, the alert won't work until after 9:30. That's how my platform works. But, if it does a ringy-dingy, we'll come back and take a look at it. We'll take a look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's go take a look at Mullen again. One more time. Mullen. M-U-L-N. M-U-L-N. And Mullen pushed up and came back down. It looks horrendous. The chart looks terrible. I don't like it. DBM moms. No. How about Kookie? K-U-K-E. And it did a little bit of a round the corner type of thing over here. What's the deal with this stock? What's the deal? It's a 19 million float on the heavy side. Only 177,000 shares traded. It's currently up 17%. And they announced on May 24th the purchase terms with Naxos One. Kookie Music announces purchase terms with Naxos One. Okay, so what does this mean to me? You're not curling up. I don't find you very schmexy. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't take it personal. But we're still on the Serengeti.
Yes, sir.
POAI. POAI. Ladies and gentlemen, we drew a potential descending wedge. Let's create some support area. Let's create some support area right around maybe over here. So let's change the graffiti pencil. Let's get it over here. Let's say maybe this area right here could potentially be considered a demand zone. And your supply zone would be maybe right around here. And we have a pretty respected demand zone right over here, because you can see that the price action just hit it and came on down. So that is the area that we're looking at. We need to see it get past VWAP. Currently, it's $2.28. We want to see it get over 240-ish, 241-ish, if you will. And then we got resistance at 256, resistance at 270, and very strong resistance at around 280. And then we have very strong resistance at 294. 94. And of course, POAI with its shelf registration would not be particularly Shemexy. No. You need to prove to me your love. Prove it to me. Otherwise, we keep on searching. Let's go back to STSS, see what happened. What happened? What are you doing? Okay, so we had our little flush over here, which gave me a palpitation. Right now, it's trying to get over the 70-cent mark, which is a key area of resistance. It's not fully proving to me that it's going to hold that. It's trying. Okay, fantastic. But what have you done for me lately? I don't care that you're trying. Trying's not enough. I'm very demanding, doubles. I expect more from my stonks. Yeah, I expect more. So on the 1 minute, still not very schmexy. See, on the 1 minute, you could see the formation of another mini head and shoulders. So that would be a head, shoulder, and a shoulder. A head and shoulder bear. We don't like that. And again, it is still kind of, the price action is still kind of in the middle of the demand zone and the supply zone. So there's room for it to pull back. And right now, it's not showing me a lot of volume and enthusiasm to push forward. And maybe it has something to do with the fact that it recently filed a shelf registration. How about XCure? XCure hitting the scanner, ladies and gentlemen. And we got some volume. Ho-ho, baby. XCure in the house, 61 cents, up 83%. It's now up 87%. Let's find out what's going on with XCure. XCure is a 7.8 million float. Not a lot of volume, only 83,000 volume, but it's up 99%. XCure received the NASDAQ notice of a delisting determination. Click into that. That was on May 23rd. Let's see what's going on. Well, yeah, scroll down, will you? Yeah. Received NASDAQ notice. That was on Thursday. Yeah, we received that. Okay, so we had a little pop, and now let's see if it holds. Are you going to just tease us? What's going on here? Let's get the graffiti pencil out and draw a level of resistance, which would be the high of the day, right around 66.47. 66.47 right there. Come on now, you could do better than that. Wrong pencil. Boom. Firepower right there. So we got resistance right there. We got double top on the 1. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. And it's a top tail on the 5 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how I feel about top tails. I'm not a fan of top tails. I'm all about the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom tails. We want bottom tails, and they gotta be green, because I don't look good in red. Doubles, I don't look good in red. I'm gonna have me some espresso. Some espresso ice, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some espresso. DBL moms, you make some fantastic Bustelo. Yeah, what he just said. I don't know what that meant, but yeah. Oh, what? No, it's espresso, Nick.
It's soil.
DBL Nicks, it's espresso.
It's delicious.
Come on now. All right, so we're looking at XCar. It had its little pop, and it's dropping. Okay, again, not a lot of volume on this one either. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? X-Car, I'm going to put you on a side chart.
Side chart.
I'm going to put you on a side. You know what was an interesting stock that went absolutely nowhere? AGFY. AGFY regained compliance today. It regained compliance today with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ. It sure did. But it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. And the thing that kind of shocks me is that the float is not that bad. It's on, it's not low, but it's not high. It's about, under 10 mil. Under 10 mil. And the stock's about 30 cents. But it didn't move. It didn't move. Even though it regained compliance with NASDAQ, it didn't move. Doubles. It didn't move. And there was like a little bit of insider buying on May 23rd. But it didn't move. So, side chart for this sucker. Side chart for it because it regained compliance. And if it gets the volume, if they pump up the volume on it, pump up the volume. Yeah. Maybe it'll get schmexy. I'm just saying. I'm talking out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back to Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue had news on Friday. The stock surged on Friday, and we did a video on it, and we gave it to our Discord early. And it ran 82% so far today. The news was that Pineapple Energy surged after securing a New York solar project. It was its subsidiary that did that. Its subsidiary. Yeah. And it surged. Yeah, they signed a 1.95 megawatt project. I don't know what that means, but sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Yeah, big, a lot of energy. But now we have the triple top up there and the sell-off, and now it's consolidating. It's in a consolidation zone. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be consolidating. Consolidation. It's in a channel. Channel time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in this channel. We want to see it stay above VWAP, which is around $2.89. And we want to see it break the 30-cent mark and move north, ladies and gentlemen. North. We need some northage. Currently up 65%. Let's go take a look at POAI. Consolidating. Consolidating. We need to see it break this area. So this one's kind of like channeling, but I'm not going to draw that. POAI's got to get volume, and it's got to get itself up some. You know what I mean? You got your shelf registration. I don't like that. I don't trust you. When you got a shelf registration just a couple of days before you run and you put news out, meh. I don't know. It's like a meh. Ladies and gentlemen, meh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get ourselves ready to go live on our Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, you can join us with the continuation of the show. It's a lot more how should I put it? Intense,
intuitive.
It's a lot more
intuitively
informational and serious.
Informative.
Because this one on the social media is just a show. Hey, and it's also just a show over there too.
Oh yeah, it is just a show.
But we really share.
We get intuitive.
Yeah, and we get serious.
Take a deep dive.
We get real serious. Yeah, we don't joke around as much, but we're still entertaining.
We are.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us in the Discord, you could give us a try. You could give a whirl. Squirrel. You could try out the Discord for $5. $5. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And then it's $39.99 after that. $39.99 after that. So we are getting ready to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. And that is basically the show. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do what this gentleman asked, please.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on Twitch,
we are at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money at Twitch. And if you're not following us on Twitter, also known as X.com.
We are at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money.
Yes, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Nick Money.
And DBL Nick's in the house.
And the stunk queen herself, the one, the only, DBL Moms. And we are out of here. We love you. Be green. Make a lot of money.
Sir.
Yo, what's